Oh yeah, you're gonna love this. Guess what? It's been a while and I thought it's about time that I actually shared some good scenery, some positivity, some good energy. And this is Craig Metrowich. You're gonna love this. That's right. I wanted to share with you this morning some positivity in such crazy times. How do we keep our energy up in crazy times? How you all been doing? I trust that you can hear the sound here. I've taken a little walk for exercise and to clear my mind, and I couldn't help but think about you all, especially in these crazy times. I'm in Cape Town. I'm at the waterfront. It's completely different. Usually I could never do a vlog here, without having a mic as an example. There'd be lots of noise and lots of activity, and we're looking forward to that one day becoming back to normal. So shout out to all of you. First of all, are you healthy? Are you strong? Are you optimistic? Are you all coping? So that's the first question. The second question is, how have you changed your lives? I mean, I see some people have changed their businesses completely in these times. And I've got the gearing behind me intentionally because I think we've all had to gear ourselves up differently. Am I right to say that? I mean, how have you geared up your life differently in these crazy times across the world? How are you strategizing going forward? I just want to have a shout out to friends, family, to my daughter for keeping me inspired. I want to thank you all for the communication, keeping me going. And I decided today would be day one of us getting back to sharing lots and lots of good news, live, uncut, raw and unedited. I've also got a Back a Buddy campaign. I want you to support that. Why? Because I want to create the world's first You Are Powerful, and I'm calling it Good For Studio. It'll be a radio studio, it'll be online, it'll have vlogging, it'll obviously be geared up to be social distancing safe, as we say. So that's the big, hairy, audacious goal, the BHAG for 2020, is to get your support to make that happen. So we can have a balance of good news, because if this ever happens again, that we're going through such challenging times, I want to be already prepared that I can continue to share good news, continue to give you a balance of the challenges that are out there, and as well expose the truth, because let's face it, there's been a lot of fake news. Very difficult for us to know what is right, wrong, what's legit. And so to boost you and to boost your health and boost your immune system, you need to find a balance of good news. In other words, you need to gear yourself up mentally, like the gears behind me, and get rid of the rust that I see on the cables and the gears. And how would you then gear yourself up to maybe reinvent yourself? So that's the message for this morning. In contemplation of everything you've been through in the last few months in lockdown, how are you now going to completely reinvent yourself? Not an easy task, eh? How do you reinvent yourself? If the sound's good and the signal's good, I need a love, a like and a thumbs up. This is Craig Metrowich for the Good News channel. You can go and watch 161 live shows that we did. They're uploaded onto celebrities1.tv. You can Google that, or just Google Craig Metrowich and you'll find my content as well. So getting still to the theme of how do we boost each other and how do we keep each other going in such challenging times. So I'm just going to let you absorb the blessings that I have right now of being here right now, because some of you can't be here right now. So I want you to just chill, relax, almost feel like you're walking here as well for a quick mental break, a mental exercise break, a physical break. And as you can see, this is what paradise looks like. Okay, if I was brutally honest, which I like to be, I think paradise also looks like this with lots of people. Am I right? It's interesting how, well, a guy like me who loves people, I've missed the social interaction of people. The lockdown and the isolations also taught me that I'm mentally actually much stronger than I expected, to be honest. Much stronger. So that's a good thing. The other thing it made me realize is priorities. Who are the friends that count? Who are the people that are there in your corner? Gosh, thank you to those that have actually been in my corner. Really amazing. Unexpected people as well. I want to say a personal shout out to Mandy. Mandy, you know you are. She's been fighting and battling cancer. I want to say a shout out to Childhood Cancer for CHOC. I've been involved with them for many years. And we sometimes in our own challenges forget about things like what's happening out there and beyond, what we're going through across the world. Somebody fighting cancer, that's an ongoing thing, right? And I just want to do a shout out to them out of respect. So I'm going to head to the wrap up. This is just to inspire you and energize you and to show you the calmness and the beauty here, and to see if you also miss the interaction. And I think we also miss, like hugging, can't do that, kissing, can't do that, mask I've got to wear all the time. Where I'm standing right now is completely isolated. Let me get me back in here. Okay, so I am following the rules. I've got you can see a mask here as well, so if I go near anybody I put it on. So I think that's what it's about, just trying to do your best and contributing on your side. I also want to just thank everybody for sharing some of their good stories. Too often we get brainwashed by all the negativity. And I've encouraged people, please, I'm an optimistic realist. I understand the realities, but I'd also like to hear some good news. So I want to thank you all for sending me those positive messages and real stories, true stories. And like I mentioned, Manny just now, battling cancer, she's shared with me her process of actually fighting this and getting through it in such challenging times. So how do we boost our health? How do we boost our immune system? Okay, and I'm talking now from an emotional and an energy point of view. What we need to do is find ways to recharge our mind. Find ways to filter out all that negativity, all the bad news. I still believe we should have legislation that states you need to have 50% good news online and digital and 50% bad news. In other words, there must be an equal representation between good and bad. I can't believe that, honestly, the whole world, not now, I'm talking about for centuries, has always been 99% bad news. That's not the truth, that's for sure. So I'm encouraging you to send me via Messenger ideas, thoughts, things you'd like me to share. As I said, I'm back. Go and look at celebrities1.tv. Go and look at the good news shows there. And then also support my Back a Buddy campaign, and I've put that in the description, so that I can officially launch a proper dedicated online radio studio that'll include the vlogging side as well. Raw, uncut, unedited, and certainly will be good news. This is a wrap. This is Craig Metrowich saying, love you, care for you, thanks for your support, really appreciate all the positivity shared. Let's make this place a better place. Let's look for the good news. Let's share the good news. Let's search for good news. Have the courage not to be brainwashed. Have the courage to find the good news. I'm going to wrap up now by sharing a beautiful scene, which, by the way, you can see is not my face. Beautiful scene just to wrap up. Share the good news, share the positivity, find the good news, search for some good in these crazy times, send positive messages to each other, stop focusing only on the negatives, find the courage to search for the positive news and to share the good news. This is a wrap. Craig Metrowich, share the good news.